Well, see you everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna run downstairs to get my coffee real quick. brother M16, my producer M16. Okay, there goes Sister Becky. OCO sister, how you? Jay the Mindset, what's going on, brother? Hebrew Trading, how you? Ruvani, OCO. There go King Third, what up? OCO, brother. Alright, hold on, cause you know I gotta pay attention to this thing. It's getting closer to this time. What's up? How y'all doing? Yeah, this coffee good. Look, 100 years after 100 years, they done lied to us about this and that. Told us all we from Africa and made fiction characters turn into facts. Harriet Tubman, then it was not. Knowing goddamn well that trick was capped. My wife and I wrote a book about it, and it's book with knowledge, evidence, and fact. My other book got them haters shook, cause it's helping my people take a closer look at their backgrounds in the background, showing my people where they supposed to look. Showing my people where to get it from, where to hit it from, all sorts of angles. When it comes to this research, you must please first, don't trust strangers. Finding out all on your own is what I highly recommend and suggest. And if you looking for uncensored content by me, I highly recommend you the best, which is my website at the link you see just across the screen. Don't let it miss you, I make it simple. I double down on that black and white, it's too official. Okay, cool. Oh, it's saying no data. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, it's back. All right. So before we get started, let me pull this over so I can see everyone. Shadowhawk Thunderbird, OCO. T Queen, OCO. Billy Park. Candy Adams. Divine Ivory, that went so fast. All right, there you go. Armani, Osio, Jay Dizzle. Mr. President finally caught alive. I'm glad you can make it, brother. Miss Angela Osio, Curtis Osio, Malik Osio, Prophet Osio. Why is it saying no data? Stop it, YouTube. Stop it. Dolores Taylor Osio. Thank y'all for becoming members too. New content for the members on the way. Sister Bethy called me like a few hours ago. I told her I just got up. I was working. I was working all last night, early, this rise and damn near into the afternoon. Finally went to sleep. Had a couple of hours. Because there was a lot of stuff that ran across my desk. Shout out to my mother. She also tagged along and, handed me a few things I'm gonna go over with you guys today. Some of you may be aware of certain things and certain things I'm sure you're not, but I'm gonna bring it to your attention as always. Man, what's going on right now is absolute. Matter of fact, let me start it off like this. Since everybody's here right now, we got about 12, let's say 12 on my side, 1,200. That's a good number so I could ask some questions. Are you all receiving, well, not receiving, do you all in your state, do you all have a food shortage right now? Are you all noticing that in your state? And be honest now. There's a lot of reports going around saying that there's a food shortage in a lot of different states. And that's major. I mean, even though it's been progressing, since last year, it has gotten a lot worse over this time period. Okay. Key Bay says Chicago is empty. Mr. President said kinda in PA. Yep, Ohio, absolutely in Delaware. Listen to this. Yeah, slow and sneaky, yeah, I agree. Now, I mean, of course, the title of this live stream is Time to Notice Things That Matter. That matters. I want to bring that up first before I go into what I'm about to go into. But I want to bring that up first. Yep, in Dallas. Now I'm in Texas. It could be in Dallas. I'm not in Dallas. I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a peek. I'm gonna head out there and check it. See what's going on. Yeah. Winter. Yeah, and in Atlanta, I know about Atlanta. A few of my good friends are in Atlanta, and they're saying the same thing. Kentucky is hollow. It's getting low in Arkansas. Wow. Tuscaloosa, Alabama also. Man. Avelino, I appreciate that. Hey, I like that. I like that that they could allow you to put those up. I think they're called emotes. I like that. That's my first time seeing that. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. It's getting low in Orlando, Florida, Tallahassee, Florida, Hampton Roads in Virginia. Some shortages. Okay. That's something we really got to pay attention to. I'm noticing, and I'm glad somebody just brought up the Walmarts. I'm noticing a lot of Walmarts are closing up also, like literally shutting down, to the point where, and I'm going to get into this here shortly. Did you guys see that Apple has shut down a lot of their stores? It's not like we need more Apple stores, but I'm just saying they just randomly picked a lot of stores and shut them down. It's getting low in Bama, man. Let me hear you guys' take on that. Why do you think that's happening? Let me just throw some things out there. Why do you think there's a food shortage that's been gradually happening over time? CVS shut down a lot too? Okay. I wasn't paying attention to CVS. I was looking at Walmart, but yeah, see, so them pharmacy stores, huh? By design, I agree. Bill Gates, order out of chaos. It's a war strategy. Control. That thingamajiggy that's out there. I'm gonna have to call it all sorts of names tonight. Because I've been holding back, man. I've been holding back, but I can't do it no more, man. I can't. It's some things we gotta talk about. There's some things we got to talk about. Now, like I said, I've been up all night working on this. Y'all gonna get this. Yeah, I heard that they saying that Walmart was closed for cleaning and certain pipes burst and a whole bunch of excuses. Scare tactics, I agree. Call it the okie dokie. Yeah. Oh, biological warfare was fire. I appreciate that. Thank you for checking that out, man. Honestly, that's my favorite. That is my favorite movie. Walmart is into children. Is into children trafficking. China owns over 60% of grains. China owned everything. Probably the devices we all own. Okay? It came from China. They pushing their agendas. Yeah, I remember years ago they used to say somebody just stated that the Walmart was going to be considered turned into the concentration camps for whatever horrific event they want to come up with, or false flag. Yeah, I saw it. It's just weird to me how all of this is happening back to back. Yeah, NWO. I'm waiting for that Supreme Court decision regarding the mandate. Nah, don't say that. I don't want them to mandate that over here. Now, you know, Austria, they going back and forth. I'm not sure if they're going to do it or not, but they, a couple of people trying to work against it, trying to say, hey, we shouldn't try to mandate over, And we know they're on lockdown until the 14th. It's crazy. I don't want any of that happening over here, man. And it's unfortunately that those people are going through that right now. Very unfortunate. Yeah, free thinker, that's what the plan was. A lot of us were stating that years ago. That's what they were trying to turn those Walmarts into as soon as they closed them up. It's just weird how all of this, it's happening back to back. I hope everybody's ready and had a plan. I mean, I'm talking about a survival plan. See, especially those of you that are in the inner cities, Meaning like crowded areas? Or, yeah, mainly crowded areas. Mainly. I agree. Amani says, stand up and fight for yourself and your family. 100%. 100%. We can't just sit down and take this. I totally agree. That's why I've been telling you. I noticed a lot of people reaching out to me. We were doing some things, or we're still doing some things. I know I didn't get a chance to contact everybody back, but those I did get a chance to contact, and we made contact, and we did, you know, what we supposed to be doing behind the scenes. I'm glad that that's happening. I'm going to be returning a lot of people's messages here shortly. Let's all get some things done behind the scenes. We don't have to put the plan out in the open. It's not about that. Right now, what I bring to my channel is awareness, okay? I bring awareness to my channel so people can understand and know what's going on. We already up under martial law. Yeah, it will be affecting the small business owners. Big time. Big time. Just like how it happened the last time. When they, you know, placed everybody on lockdown. Yeah, they on number 4, huh? Let me get into it right now. So it's a few things that I want to, let me talk about the before I go into the main deal. Let me talk about something that happened recently. Shout out to my mother for sharing this with me as well. And I mean, I was already aware of it. I just didn't know that they eventually agreed to do, but let me explain how it's concerning the delayed rollout of the 5G network by 2 of the largest U.S. telecommunication companies, which is Verizon and AT&T. And before I even dive into this, I just want to point out really quickly that 5G is not fully online right now or operational nationwide for consumers at the time, which is what? This is January 8th. And that's even if you have a 5G compatible smart device right now. And that's ever since the announcement of 5G technology back in 2019. And that's even if you have, or even if your smartphone indicates 5G, like, you know, the little indicator right beside the reception bar. And the reason being is because both Verizon and AT&T just recently purchased the rights to C-band spectrum. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna be bringing this up later, for their own 5G networks. They just purchased that back in February of last year for a grand total of $70 billion. So as of right now, they're still relying on their current MMM wave, or I believe AT&T is on sub 6 connectivities to provide basically the same results as their 4G and 4G LTE networks to their consumers though, as of right now. This means I want y'all to understand that those commercials you've been seeing everywhere since 2019 promoting that a giant telecommunications company has the largest, most reliable and fastest 5G network, that's all a gimmick. Well, at least as of right now. The 5G network was planned to go online and be fully operational this past January 5th. What's very interesting to note though, I want y'all to know is why the rollout was delayed in the first place. According to numerous reports, it's due to both companies agreeing to the last-minute request made by the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Transportation and the administrator of the Federal Aviation Administration, citing in a letter to both of the CEOs of each company, Verizon and AT&T, on December 31st. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Was it December 31st? Yep, December 31st, 2021. That they have multiple aviation safety concerns surrounding the C-band 5G service that both companies plan to roll out. They're fearing that the use of C-band spectrum for 5G wireless services could interfere with sensitive aircraft electronics, disrupt flights, and result in some diversions. Now, I went to their website, the FAA. They stated that the C-band 5G could disrupt aircraft's radio altimeters, which allow planes to land in low visibility conditions. It says it right here on their website. They posted notices, stating that their readings from the altimeters could in turn affect a wide range of other safety systems. They named at least 17 of them, from terrain awareness, ground proximity, to takeoff and flight control, and as well as various warning systems. Now, of course, this is absolutely dangerous, but both telecom CEOs originally rejected their request to delay the rollout, saying that it would cost them too much money, and they will continue with their rollout regardless. But then they just recently had a change of heart, January 3rd, stating that they will delay the rollout, but only for 2 weeks, in order for the FAA and the U.S. transportation officials to study the matter for safety reasons. But after this delay, they would eventually roll out their 5G networks, once again, regardless. Now, we all know for sure that planes have been flying around, taking off, and even landing around these types of frequencies for years already. But here's the difference. The bands, I want y'all to understand this. This is very important. The bands of previous radio frequencies for, for example, 4G signals were ranging between 2.4 all the way up to 3.7 gigahertz. Nothing over that 3.7. Okay. Anything over that 3.7 of the C-band can cause massive problems with the FAA systems. And that's what they were indicating. And their aircraft, by the way. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? Now, I'm just giving you a heads up, because for those of you that plan on traveling, or you may have some family members or somebody that plans to travel around this time, they need to be aware of this information. I need y'all to understand this. Okay? Now, and that's not it. Of course not. That's not it. Now, keep in mind, that was just the Aviation Administration indicating that these signals could affect their aircraft and their systems. But what about our vehicles? Listen. What about our vehicles? What about any other electrical opponent for that matter? Like humans. How about that one? You so concerned. Calm down. You concerned about everything else. What about us? Now, remember I said earlier that AT&T, I want to point this out. I'm going to let y'all know what's up. That AT&T and Verizon purchased the rights of the C-band spectrum. From who? Who they get it from, y'all? Let me explain what that is. That's the wireless spectrum. And that's the that's what they're purchasing is the frequencies. But who's controlling the frequencies? Who's controlling the wireless spectrum frequencies that are used in communication? I'm gonna wait till somebody in it. Let me see. Let me just double check and see if somebody knows in the chat before I go in. I'm gonna tell you, but let me just double check. Who controls, that's the question. Who controls the wireless spectrum frequencies right now? Don't go Googling. Don't do it. Just, okay. Okay, all right, there we go. Thank you. Hello? And let me be more specific now. Because it's bigger than what y'all think. A lot of y'all said the government, okay? A lot of y'all said China. Hit me out, y'all. Listen to this. This is really, really going to hit home. Listen to this. It is called the International Telecommunications Union. Excuse me. The International Telecommunications Union. The ITU. What are they a part of, Dane? They are part of the United Nations. Listen. They have been in existence since 1865. Remember when I told y'all that radio was in existence for a long time. I remember I had a conversation with a brother years ago that was trying to tell me, oh, they didn't have radios during the Civil War. I say, how you think they communicated? It's called the International Telecommunication Union. Originally, it was known as the International Telegraph Union. That's radio. That's all that's everything. That's satellites, that's radio spectrums, that's all of them. That's everything combined. Where is it located? It's in Geneva, Switzerland. The lady that created the now, I gotta bring this up. The lady that crafted the Harriet Tubman story is from Geneva, Switzerland. This group, this organization, the ITU, is in Geneva, Switzerland. They've been in existence for 150 odd years. And y'all had no idea about it. These are the people that are control. Listen. And see how everybody pointed at China? Let me tell you who's associated with it. Belgium, France, Germany, the Netherlands, and of course Switzerland. This all Europe. Huh? And look, and let me even tell, like, they was like, because I told you this was done in 1865, but let me tell you the and these are still active, by the way. Let me tell you the organization that was ahead of them, that was before them. I'm talking about early 1800s. It's called the Central Commission for Navigation on the Rhine, the CCNR. Central Commission for the Navigation of the Rhine. Dane, what is that? That's the international organization whose function, and I'm quoting this now, is to encourage European prosperity by guaranteeing a high level of security for navigation of the Rhine. It is the world's oldest international organization still in operation. It was formed in hold on, I don't want to be wrong here, 1815. So don't look, see how they try to always point the finger at China? Hold up, y'all. It's these folks right here. China ain't worried about, listen, let me tell you why China ain't worried about it. They already discovered, well, not discovered, they already put out their 6G spectrum. They're only totally different spectrum. In fact, you don't see no planes, you don't see no planes dropping over there. Do you? Are they having trouble in the skies? They're not being regulated by the ITU. Wake up, y'all. Verizon and AT&T purchased the rights from them, the ITU. Yeah, China's already, you can look that up. China already has 6G right now. And by the way, they created it in a lab. Just like everything else, huh? Let me see how far I'm gonna take this, because I also want to inform you of a couple of things. Okay. Now I know I know somebody's gonna point out that they the International Telecommunications Union divided the world into 3 different regions. Okay. And that's true. Region 1 was Europe, Africa, parts of the Middle East and Northern Asia. Region 2, the Americas, the Caribbean, and Hawaii. Region 3, Asia, Southeast Asia, the Pacific Islands, Australia, and New Zealand. Even though we know that China's over there, they don't got control over China. In fact, they trying to borrow China's technology, right? Most of this stuff, these towers, where were they made? China on their way to 7G. 7th generation network. Now keep in mind, I also stated earlier that this 5G is going to go up in their frequency. And the further you, and it's not about how close you are to the tower, it's about how it's about if you have heavy medical particles. I'm gonna say it again. It's about if you have heavy medical particles or medical particles in your bloodstream right now. A lot of you gonna be like, nah, Dane, what you talking about, Dane? I want you all to look something up. Graphene. Graphene. Nanoparticles. Look this up. Look up graphene nanoparticles. And you tell me what it's about. And you tell me what it's about. You know, it's doctors out there right now. Keep in mind, I'm I'm gonna go far, but not too far. But there's doctors out there that's letting you know what this is. Because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I can only tell you what I've researched. Okay? And by the way, I did this last year. I was forewarning you in so many different ways. If you go back and look at my documentary on, it's called Why Are They Called Smart Devices? I told you in more ways than one about these nanoparticles. And they heat up, they're activated by frequencies. By frequencies. I'm gonna say it again. They are activated by frequencies. If you don't understand what I'm saying, that's fine. Listen to it again, read in between the lines. I'm actually telling you, but once again, I don't want to get cut off from the stream. That's how deep this is. They don't want you to talk about it. Remember the campaign telling you that, what was it, last year or the year before that? They was trying to tell everybody to stop trying to make the connection with the two. Oh no, they connected. And that's how they connected. Those nanoparticles. And I want you to look up the research that I'm talking about, these big time pharmaceutical people are trying to ignore because they're in it for the money. But it's studies that have already been, it's already out there. Peer reviewed right now. Telling you what you putting in your body right now. This ain't no joke. And then you wonder what they and you wonder why they still spraying chaff in the air. And what they tell you chaff was, y'all. What goes up must come down, right? So it's hitting everything. Everybody. This thing right here don't got no cut cards. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody's race at this point. Not this. No. Nope. This is about control. Y'all said it earlier. What type of control? Oh, it's real easy to pinpoint that. What type of control? Absolutely, Mac. Full Metal Cam, thank you. David, there y'all go. Thank you. Y'all intelligent. It's hard to look at this stuff online because they're censoring everything. Okay? It's hard to find certain things, but you got to do. I told you, if you go back on my documentary, once again, Why They Call Smart Devices, I literally told you what you could do to find what's being hidden. You have to listen to me. It's actually in the beginning segment. If you want to understand what's going on for real, I'm telling you that you have to research what I'm telling you. You have to. You can't just sit back. Dane don't know what he's talking about. Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. And look, all three things were made in the lab. In China. Come on, y'all. I'm just doing my part. I'm getting this message out the best way that I can, y'all. Okay? The best way that I can. I highly recommend my movie called Biological Warfare. It's on my website. I had it on YouTube, but YouTube, nope. There's a couple of things I tried to post on here. Nope. You're shooting it down. Nope. Threaten me too. For real, for real. Okay? This ain't no joke. Look up those graphene nanoparticles. Become aware. There's nothing wrong with resisting. There's nothing wrong with resistance. If you stuck in between two walls and those two walls are closing in, you just gonna stand there or you gonna try to do something about it? You gotta look for an opening somewhere. Keep in mind, I said two walls. What about the floor and the ceiling? Huh? Just because it looked like everything is closing in don't mean that it is. International Telecommunications Union. They're all in bed together, y'all. All of them. And all of a sudden they're gonna stop it, pause it for 2 weeks just for the aircraft. I mean, that's dangerous, don't get me wrong, but that's it. What about the endless concerns we were bringing up? They don't care about that. No, it's money. They were hurrying up, throwing these towers up and their repeaters for a reason. They're not hiding nothing. They just don't want you to talk about it. Because it's right in front of you. They just don't want you to say anything. They want you to be quiet. Shut up. Continue to be a slave. Do what you told. I'm not anybody's slave. Don't nobody run me. What about you? I got multiple ways that we could prevent all of this, but we got to speak offline on that. We could do one-on-ones, we could do group meet, but we got to speak offline. Once again, some of it is already, happening. I just can't state that part right here. Okay? You just got to be aware. Got to be cautious, but you also got to be aware. Because how can you be cautious without being aware? Cautious of what? Without you being in the know. You got to know first so you can know what to be cautious about. I just gave it to you. The best way that I can. I simplified it. The best way that I can, y'all. They're all in bed together. All of it. What's been happening for 3 years? All of this has been happening at the same time. On top of that, y'all not making a connection. Simultaneously, all of this whole thing. Everything I just talked about. And keep in mind, just think about that now. If you really look at it, that was the government telling Verizon and AT&T to stop it. And they said they were going to do it regardless. So wait a minute. Who got more power? The private industries or the government? That's how you know something else is going on.
They just wanted to show you, oh, well, Verizon and AT&T got some power. But how they got power? Oh, they don't have power. All they doing is just asking them to turn their frequencies down. Don't bring it up. Don't have it too powerful. Bring it down. Just like how it is in every other part of the world where there's 5G already online that's not being controlled by Verizon and AT&T, by the way. Them private industries are going crazy right now. And you know what the government doing? Okay, yes. I'm talking about this government. Come on, y'all. And then y'all worried about some Democrats and Republicans. They got Trump up out of there for a reason. It's so bad, the Democrats, I don't know if y'all know this, but the Democrats working on something right now to ban Trump from the Democrats are trying to ban Trump for rerunning again. Right now as we speak. They know he go. There's gonna be so many people voting for him. They got him up out of there for a reason. He knew something was wrong with who? And listen to that. I like to listen to. They so slick. Look at these abbreviations. But Nancy Pelosi retiring, good. So we got to work together, y'all. You could go to my website, go to contact me there. Or you could use info@I'mJustHereToMakeYouThink.com. Once again, that's info@I'mJustHereToMakeYouThink.com. Sooner or later, I'm doing some things to my website now. It's being updated, so please ignore the stuff that you see that's probably came already with the theme that the guy put on there that has to be adjusted. But sooner or later, I'm gonna be doing my live streams on my website because I can be uncensored. And I don't have to, beat around the bush with this information. But this is getting so close to, at this time, I needed to tell you. Because I don't see nobody else talking about the real stuff like that. Don't forget these everything. Hopefully, this video stays up. Okay? If you want to do your research, go back and write it down. Okay? Write it down, do your research. Don't use Google. All right. I'm doing this because I love y'all. That's why. And I hate to see for everybody falling for this and have no idea what's going on. And this affects everybody. It doesn't matter your skin complexion, y'all. This affects everybody. Everybody. This has to stop. It has to. And it will. The more of our people become aware, it will stop. I don't think the creator would allow it once all of our energy saying, let's stop it. Our ancestors and the creator gonna work with us. I don't care about them people doing whatever they doing, some magic spells and crafting stuff in the land. That's not gonna matter. The people are too powerful. But what makes you powerful is your mindset. And how you are in control of it. and they're not easily influenced by fear mongering. This matters, y'all. If you ain't never heard me before, hear me now. Hear me now. This matters to everybody. Okay? Now, I might do, no, I ain't no might. I got another one coming, okay? Where I'm going to be talking about another form of technology that's coming about. Well, actually, it's already in play, but I had to explain that in detail of why that is in play. Okay? And I'm trying to debate if I should go live or just do a video on that, but I want to do that this week coming. I'm going to have that in there and then finish up the ones that's getting ready to roll out on this series that I already started dealing with why the immigrants get reparations and blacks don't. And you know, because it was a lot of confusion dealing with that. I wanted to nip that in the bud, complete that series, get back to this part right here. These are the matters right here. I wanted to talk about this so bad, y'all. Y'all have no idea. I wanted to talk about this so bad. So many different times. I posted so many different videos and boop, 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 boop. They block, 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 block. Got a community strike on one of them. We won't let it happen. We will prevail. It's inevitable. Y'all stay positive, okay? I'm gonna get back to work here. I really appreciate you all checking us out. Shout out to everybody. If you want to share this message, but share it to the right people. And if you think you need to explain it to them, y'all. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look everything up that I stated, okay? I told you what it was. No ifs, ands, or buts. I told you what it was. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe out there. My email, once again, is info@I'mJustHereToMakeYouThink.com. If you want to do something about it, we could talk. But we got to talk offline. Once again, info@I'mJustHereToMakeYouThink.com. What else?